Right then, so I've got 4 new handsets here, just delivered from Matob. So I've got the website up here. It's Matob Shop, Matob Mobile, who specialise in handsets that are easy and big to use. So it's quite an interesting subject now, because there are more and more people wanting better handsets for those who are finding it difficult to use the keys on different phones. For example, there's my BlackBerry Bold, rather beaten up BlackBerry Bold. Can you imagine actually trying to use some of these keys if you have difficulty with your fingers, if you have arthritis, so they're like really, really difficult. So the solution are a number of different handsets. Right, so here's the first from Matob. They've sent over a few for me to have a look at, 4 in total. The first one here is a B phone S20. Now that, you can see that right away, this is not a BlackBerry. Okay, this is for your gran, your granddad, your parents, who really need to be connected, but they don't want all the nonsense. They just basically want to be able to phone and text. So this here, you see the keyboard, it's big, it's massive. A green button to call, a red one to switch it off, and a nice big clear screen, I imagine. We'll have a look at that. In fact, it just reminds me of the iPhone box. So let's just have a quick look. That's easy to open. Right, so that looks like a really nice handset. Let's just see if I can get it back. Right. Didn't think I'd be able to open the box so easily. Right, very light, slim, but big enough for. Oh look, there's an SOS button as well. Interesting. But, I really look at the size of the keyboard here. Very nice. Keys are spaced, nice and wide apart. Simple, and that's going to be a big screen. Yeah, I like the look of that. It's very nice. Okay, so this is again for your gran, for your mum, dad, people who just want a telephone rather than an actual space-age smartphone. What else we got here? Right. This one here. Okay, this is the Doro Phone Easy 409 GSM. Now that's interesting. This is a flip phone. Cool. Also with big keys. Not as big, I don't think, as the B phone there. But if you're looking for that kind of user model on the flip phone, that's going to be very interesting. I'm looking forward to trying. Now, can I easily? Oh, I can easily open it. Let's have a quick. Right, I need to unpack that. I can't really do that with one hand, but that's, again, very light. I don't think the battery's in there, but it's very light. Let's just see, can I? No, I can't easily open it. But, oh, yeah, that's also got an emergency button on the back. Okay, right, okay, that's the 409 GSM. Looking forward to checking these ones out. Thank you, Matob, for sending them over. Okay, another Doro. Look at this. Right, this is a candy bar then, yes, this is 338 GSM. I wonder, can we get... brilliant, okay, excellent. Let's have a look. Right, okay, so that's slightly different. Again, big keys, nice big screen. I think this is going to be a lot lighter and a lot taller, so that's going to be really useful for... there are all these different handsets are going to be useful for your gran versus your mother and so on. I like the idea this is a bit bigger and white, so one would imagine the contrast between the black and the white would be quite useful and easy to determine. Right, so we'll definitely try that out. Okay, that way. And then finally, what's the last one we have? Oh, right, okay, this is Binatone. So I'm familiar with Binatone there. I've seen those handsets for the home and whatever before, but this appears to be a one for the hard of hearing and basically the elderly, I think. That's the Speakeasy Mobile Plus. Let's just see if I can get into that easily. There we go. Right. Okay. Now look at the difference here. This one is massive. Okay, so the battery's not on there. Very light, but massive. The massive phone. It's almost like a home phone. But again, this is what you want, right? For this demographic, for this 60 plus, for example, you want a big handset. Big. Look at that. It's very, very clear. and you can. I don't think you can miss those numbers. Nice separate keys. If anything, that looks a little bit more complicated to me because it's got so many more buttons on it, or it appears to have so many more buttons. I mean, I think it's probably got the same actually on the door. Yeah, but I like the size of that as well. Very cool, very cool. Right then, let's stop there, and we'll have a look at the devices individually shortly.